19 points in game one against Melbourne for Jeremiah Martin on Saturday.
He had a big impact. He was the Breakers outscored Melbourne by 20 during his minutes on the floor in a 6-point loss. So it just goes to show how much better they were during, when they had him out on the floor. And he was making plays at both ends of the floor. And this is a fun matchup. Martin on Adams, one of the elite perimeter defenders he's going to be in the league this season, Jeremiah Martin, against one of the best perimeter offensive weapons.
Glover had his shot blocked. The Breakers get moving quickly. Here's Martin. Top of the key, Seaver for three. He can't get it to go. Been a quiet start to his career as a breaker. Adams at the other end. No good either. Seaver off to the races once more. Works together with Martin. He went into the paint. Drew a foul.
Another good attack from Jeremiah Martin. Drew 10 fouls in that game the other day against Melbourne. 8 of 11 from the free throw line. And that's a lot of how he gets it done. His ability to snake his way into the lane. He's got some pop as he attacks the rim. Puts pressure on the defense and the officials. And speaking of pop, just see an extra little spring to Peyton Seaver's step in the first few minutes tonight, which is a good sign for Breakers fans. Wasn't able to knock that in from long range, but skying for defensive boards. He got up and forced a turnover in the passing lanes before and has a little acceleration as he pushes in transition.
Comes with big expectation, Peyton Seaver. In fact, I think our man Pete Hooley may have had him as his MVP prediction for the season, if I'm right.
I had him in the All-NBL first team
did?
in those very early predictions. Great to see Matua Maker out there for the Kings, off-season recruit.
His first game tonight, didn't play the first two. Adams picks the pocket of Martin and takes it himself, but Martin got one back on him. Breakers down 7. Seaver found Rob Lowe. That'll be last touched by the Breakers. You mentioned Matua Maker, Liam, out there tonight, 23 years of age. The final roster signing for the Kings in this season. Glover steps out of bounds. He's played some G League.
Yeah, he played for Denver in the Summer League just earlier this year. And yeah, he's played a little in the G League. Don Maker's younger brother, cousin of Makua, who I understand is back in New South Wales, getting himself right for the start of the season. And excited to have both of those guys in the league this season, Matua and Makua, and what they might bring for the Kings.
Seaver up top. That's more of what we've been expecting. The Breakers have really started to find their way into this one as Sean Bruce into the game with immediate impact.
That was nice from Bruce. Lefty finish.
Seaver, same spot. Off the front of the iron. Rebound on Maker. It's Galloway. With foul. It's Jalen Galloway.
Look at the space that the Kings have to operate in this Chase Buford 5-out, positionless basketball style of offense. They come down the floor. Everyone has a license to push it. And look at the laneway. So much space to operate. Pace and space. Put it on the deck and make plays.
Just like that one for Matua Maker. It's interesting early. We've got a number of new coaches in the league this year, Liam, but what you've just identified there is spot on. It's pretty clear to see pretty quickly what Chase Buford wants out of this team offensively. And here they come charging down the floor. Pass errant from Galloway. Seaver's got options ahead. It's thrown up for Ousmane Dieng.
I'm excited to see what this young man might do this season. Highly touted young prospect out of France. And a little bit of his athleticism on display right there.
A couple of turnovers for the Kings in a row is not going to please Chase Buford. We talk about the things he's trying to put his stamp on with this team. They're starting to have some trouble with Jeremiah Martin.
He's doing work. Attacking, getting right to the rim there, calling Rob Lowe out for the ball screen and then stopping on a dime, knocking down the mid-range.
Maker takes it at the other end. Has 4 points in limited minutes. Mid-range 2 from Seaver. Can't rattle home. Here go the Kings up the floor. Galloway forcing the issue and forcing a foul from Dieng.
Oh my, your defensive transition better be on point when you come up against the Kings this season. They are not wasting any time. And you spoke about it before. It's cool to see a coach. We saw the similar kind of thing with Will Weaver when he came in out of the G League and took over the Kings a couple of seasons ago as Chase Buford calls a timeout, 6-point lead to the Kings. And we're seeing it here with Buford where these guys come in and say, I have a very clear identity about how we want to play. You know, his Wisconsin Herd team in the G League a couple of seasons ago were really successful, had the best record in the league when that thing was shut down due to COVID. But you could see they were one of the league leaders in pace, one of the league leaders in three-point attempts. Push the ball, spread it out. You've got a license to let it fly. We want you to get your head on the rim, knuckles on the backboard. And you can tell a lot of these Kings guys are enjoying already playing in that system.
And absolutely for certain, Liam, that they get some big numbers at Kudos Bank Arena already. For Kings fans watching this, if you don't like what you've seen in the opening quarter tonight, it feels more free-flowing tonight than the first two games. This is going to be a really entertaining team to watch. And they're going to put some big numbers on the board.
No doubt. And then, the challenge will be, well, what type of team are they going to be down the other end? Super important, of course, because that's how you can create those running opportunities. It'll be somewhat resembling what we saw from Joey Wright's Adelaide 36ers for a number of years, that kind of pace and energy offensively. But what it will do is, this is a highly talented Kings lineup. You've got some NBA prospects and you've got some elite imports and some elite local talent, and their talents will be well and truly on display in this type of system.
Still haven't seen RJ Hunter as yet either. Not playing in these first couple of games with a groin complaint. Dieng a little out of control. Bogdanovic sizing up his options. Maker aggressive. Although that time found himself on the wrong end of the court.
It looked like the official closest to the camera wasn't entirely certain which way to call it. Chris Reed came in and said, just let me take care of things. But we talked about Xavier Cooks, Jarrell Martin ripping it off the defensive board, grab it and go. It's all the bigs. Matua Maker came in and did the same thing. Tom Bogdanovic has just done it right there. So makes them very tough to guard in defensive transition.
Will McDowell-White into the game. Martin with the left hand. Just couldn't get it to go. Kings scream up the floor through Sean Bruce. He can't finish off. Tip dunk from Jarrell Martin takes care of it. The Breakers, on the other hand, trying to be a little more methodical with what they're doing. Lowe can't drag the rebound in. Inside the final 30 seconds. Two more for Jeremiah Martin. Shot clock